I'm Patrick Lenhart. I'm 29 years old. I was born in Indiana, but that was only about the first 6 months of my life. So I spent the majority of my life here in South Jersey. I went to Clearview High School. Well, I'm here at the mission because, after my dad had passed and dabbling for a few years, it became something of, well, not something, it was an everyday occurrence for me with drinking, with drugs. You know, I lived to drink essentially every single day. I woke up with a bottle behind my pillow. You know what I mean? Something to the point where I physically needed it. I had hospital visits more than I can count, just from the DTs and things like that. And it was really, I had driven my family away and my friends away. It was just me and the bottle, really. I had no hope. I wasn't concerned about what tomorrow would bring, if there was a tomorrow. Sometimes I really didn't even want a tomorrow. Alcohol was my life, essentially.
My name is Patrick Carlos. I am going to be 60 next month on December 18th. I found out about Mission Teens through a good man that goes to True North Church. And when he saw me in the shape I was in, he said, "Look, I know some people that might be able to help you." So I got there and I met Pastor Kyle. Pastor Kyle knew Pastor Bach. They got me in here quickly, and life's been different ever since. It's just a whole change. And my life is a pretty bad story, and it's turning good.
So after I started building my relationship with the Lord again, I looked for a church, and I found True North, which just happened to be, close to where my mom was living at the time, really. But she met Pastor Kyle, and through him, he knew about Mission Teens. We got in touch with the overseer down there, made a couple phone calls, and I showed up. The rest is history.
So Mission Teens is a long-term residential discipleship training program. And from the outside looking in, it is a treatment facility. But that's not at all what we are. We do work primarily with people that suffer with addiction issues, but we're a discipleship training program. We want to get them into the presence of Jesus. We know that if we can get them to the Lord, He's going to do what we can.
Well, when I first got to Mission Teens, it was, a little bit of a culture shock, which is absolutely what I needed. But immediately what I felt was love and acceptance. It really is like a family here. Everyone is trying to help out one another, and it's not all puppy dogs and rainbows every day. Of course, it's still life. It's still messed up people, but we don't run. We don't, try to hide anything. We are all here working together because it's really what it's all about. You know what I mean? It's just as iron sharpens iron, a friend sharpens a friend, sort of thing. So that's really what you feel here. As soon as you walk through the door.
I accepted Jesus in Belmar maybe 12 years ago. I've been in trouble a lot in my life. I've spent most of my life in prison. And I accepted Jesus back then. And since the world I lived in, I'm from the city, New York City, and I just lived in a crazy world. I didn't know that I accepted Jesus, or we didn't really run into each other too much, except for when I needed him real bad. And I came here, and now I realize what I did back then, and he's been there the whole time since I did do that. And I accepted he died on the cross for me, and he came back, and I always had problems with that. I don't have problems with that anymore. When I pray, I talk to someone real now. That's really the biggest thing that I've gained from Mission Teens to date, is that, yeah, you did accept him, and yeah, it is real, and yeah, he came from the dead. So you better bow down. And that's the short version.
This center here started in 1969. This was the original center. And from this center, we now have 20 centers nationwide. So I think that the legacy that it's already leaving is, since 1969, over 35,000 people have gone through the program of Mission Teens free of charge. The gospel, listen, there was a price paid for the gospel, but it was freely given to us. And so therefore we want to freely give it. So, that's why we don't charge for our services. We want the gospel to be given just like it was given to us. And so that in itself is the building block of the legacy of what Mission Teens is going to leave.
Yeah, I think I would just want the people at True North to know that every dollar, every prayer that they have for us here goes so far, and it even goes beyond, this mission itself. What we're doing here is something that, it's changing people's lives, but then those lives go and they touch other lives down the road. So it's not so much what it is that they're doing for Mission Teens, but so much what they're doing for the body as a whole.
Before I graduate from Mission Teens, I will be putting in my requests to go to True North on Sundays. The experience was like nothing. It's a great church. I don't know. It's just, I knew that was my church the minute I walked in there. I knew it. I'm with these people.
With Thanksgiving coming up, I spent a lot of time, I think like anybody, really kind of honing in on the things that we're thankful for around this time of year. And one of those things that we are very thankful for is the generosity of True North Church. How you guys have, in multiple ways, have just extended yourself to our ministry is just an amazing thing. So we love you guys.